Welcome to League of Legends PhD Guides. Today we're covering Singed, the Mad Chemist. So today we're going to be playing Singed in the top lane. Now the first thing to keep in mind is that you're not actually going to be taking him top lane. Instead, you're going to be playing Farmville in League of Legends. So with Singed, what you're going to do is cut around the minions with your poison, and you're just going to CS. You're just going to take up the nice gold you can get while avoiding any enemy confrontation whatsoever. If you run into an enemy, proceed to run away and execute yourself. Sometimes they'll burn flashes, and that's okay. But you will die. A lot. But you know what? That's okay. Because if you die, all you're going to do is TP right back in, and you're going to go right back to playing Farmville as soon as the minions pop up. So right here, I TP'd in. And what am I doing on my ward? Just chilling there, looking at the map, and once I see the minions moving out of my base, that means the minions are moving out of his base. So I'm just gonna go, pop my poison, and just kite around. You should never feel restricted as to just that little bottom section, because as Singed, you have a whole lane to just run. Now, Singed's Q is Poison Trail. This is your primary source of cancer that you're going to be giving to anyone who tries to chase you down. You're just going to be using it to kite your enemies, kite minions. It's pretty much your main source of damage. And if someone decides to eventually chase you down, you're just going to get executed like I mentioned earlier. Keep in mind that Singed is an asshole in lane and in team fights. Singed's W Mega Adhesive has a massive slow that applies to all enemies inside its radius during team fights. And in addition to just running around and poisoning people, putting that down adds a significant amount of zoning and CC. So, in this team fight so far, I've killed off the Elise and a Lee Sin. Admittedly, last hitting the Lee Sin, but the purpose is still there. I just went from 1 in 6 to 2 in 6, and Singed has an E called a Fling. So what you do is you throw your enemy over your shoulder, doing % of their maximum HP as damage. And honestly, this just gives you more CC to be an asshole. Like, when you play Singed, you should know that you're going to be an asshole not only for playing him, but for using him and for using any of his abilities. When Singed throws people over his shoulder, Riot has made it so that he laughs. I'm not kidding you on this. And after you finish a team fight, you're gonna go right back to playing Farmville. Because, that's what you do as Singed. You occasionally help your team out, but most of the game, you're just going to be, dicking around either top lane, mid, bottom, wherever you really feel you're needed, and you're just going to be killing off minions. Singed is really good at just picking off stray targets, whether it's for himself or for his team. Like, look at this. I don't give a shit. I'm just running in. I happen to throw the Zillion. He dies. And what do? I just leave. I go top. Singed's ult is called Insanity Potion. So Singed drinks, pops a bottle, maybe some Patron, and he gets himself ability power, armor, MR, movement speed, health regen, and mana regen for a whopping 25 seconds. Now, this is pretty ridiculous because it does two things. First off, it makes a guy who you're already building a movement speed item on a lot fucking faster. And then second, it just makes him tanky. It makes him hard to kill. All you do is run in, and you just dive their back line. You dive their back line, you zone them, you squish them, and then you just hope your teammates follow up. If they don't follow up, well, you're probably fucked, but you can always try. And even if you fuck up, you can still do well. Like, I just threw a Scion who had an ult into my team, and you know what? I decided, fuck it. They can deal with it. I'm just gonna go be an asshole and do my Singed thing, which is playing Farmville again. But I think it's okay. My team will live, right? Yeah. Look at them. They're fine. And then all I'm gonna do in their place while they're busy is take a turret, because why wouldn't I take a turret? Like, sure, I'm not going out particularly to help my team get many kills, but I can still take objectives, and this is where Singed excels, because you just clear waves so fucking fast. And as long as you build ability power, you'll still do decent damage to towers, depending on how your runes are. And Lee Sin here just tries to stop me, and with little to no effort, he gets, reduced to about 40% of his HP. and I can just go right back to smashing towers. One of the things to keep in mind when playing Singed is that once you decide to do something, you better stick to it. So, I pop my ult, Lee Sin ward hops and kicks me away, I pop my ghost, and I still keep chasing his ass. Once you decide to do something as Singed, you keep running, you run for your dreams. You don't stop until you can meet them. And if a Caitlyn happens to walk by, well, then just pick off the carry. Just, you know, there are some nice things about being an asshole. Just because you're an asshole to their team doesn't mean you have to be an asshole to your team. Look at that. I very generously gave Vayne a kill there. Could I have gone to kill the Lee Sin again? Yes. But no. I decided to be, out of the goodness of my mad chemist heart, to fucking give it to Vayne. And in this instance, you see the benefits of being as tanky as balls. I just tanked an inhibitor turret. We had no minions. And you know what? I could say, hey, let's go back. But instead, I decided let's go for a fucking second one. Now this thing has full health, and I'm at like, literally less than half HP. But, I'm tanky enough to take just enough damage that my teammates can still kill it off with little to no issue, and then continue on their way. Now here's the key to being a really good Singed player. It's to blatantly give no fucks and do as you want. So here, I'm just gonna ping my team, hey, I'm coming. I'm going in. I don't give a fuck if they have Baron. I'm going in. And you guys, if you guys don't want to lose this game, you're gonna go with me. Now this isn't me being, you know, overconfident or anything. This is me being confident and being an asshole. But I'm an asshole because I know I can work. I know I can pull it off. I zone out of Lee's, I put Zillion briefly, Zillion pops his ult. I see Evelyn's in danger. What do? I go run and I try to help the Ev. And boom. 4 out of 5 of them dead. And that's how you win the game, and that's how you play Singed the Mad Chemist. Thank you for watching. I hope I see you for my next video.